Hello, my name is Kazu. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using top set questions. No script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Today is day 285. Today I had okay. I want to talk about what happened today. I want to talk about today's events, but I don't think I should, because there is something to review, or like I already talked about the social experiment in previous challenge, but I haven't corrected what I said yet. I talked about the experiment in one challenge, but I just corrected what I said at the beginning of the challenge. So I want to correct the second half of the challenge, which means it is in the part of, which is the part of the social experiment. And someone is making some noise. I hear something. Someone is making noise. I hear something. I hear some noise. I hear some noise. I hear some noise. Like, sometimes I don't know how to say small things like this. I hear some noise, or I hear something naturally. I sometimes translate my thoughts directly into Japanese, but direct translation sometimes sounds weird, so I don't think I should use it. I mean, I should ask whether it is natural or not each time to ChatGPT. Anyway, where am I? Yeah, I think I should explain that experiment again. I should skip the whole thing. Okay, let me explain the social experiment. So last month, at one day, last month, well, how can I say? I want to correct this first. One day last month. Okay. One day last month. One day last month. One day last month, I participated in a social experiment which I had applied for, a while ago. Right before that experiment, I had completely forgotten about it. Anyway, I managed to take part in the experiment, and I went to a classroom. They told us, they instructed, 指定したってなんて言うんだ、指定した。They assigned. I went to a classroom they assigned. Can I say that? Anyway, I went to the classroom. We were a group of 4. There were 4 of us. And like there were 4 tables and chairs. I mean, there were 4 tables and each has chairs. Each has chair. Each has a chair. And we had to sit separately. And we faced away from each other. Like, the chair faced the corner of the room. Each corner of the room. How can I say? Each chair faced the corner, each corner of the room. So there were 4 corners. So each table faced each corner. And then so we faced away from each other. And we sit separately. We sat. We sat. We had to sit separately. Anyway, so first we couldn't know our faces. And then the inspector, the researcher explained the flow of the experiment. First, we needed to do 3 mini games on the computer, on the laptop. It was easy. They were easy. And then we could move on to the group experiment. Anyway, I want to explain those 3 mini games. Like the first one was like a word appears each time, and a word has the meaning of color, like red, white, green, and blue, something like that. But the actual color of the word written in a color, how can I say? Yeah, so the word has color. For example, if the word is red, sometimes the color of the word is not red, like blue. So at that time, you had to type R on your keyboard. It really depended on the color of the word, not the meaning. Anyway, that was the first game, so I felt like it was a really long time, but maybe it took 5 minutes. I had done that for 5 minutes. And then the next minigame. It was kind of similar, like it tried to make you confused. So a word appeared. It is the same, but this time the screen was, what was that? The screen was divided down the center. And so there were the right side and the left side. A word appeared either the left side or right side. And the words appeared were only left and right. This time, you need to focus on the meaning of the word, not the which side. So if the word was left, you need type A on your keyboard, because A is the left edge on the keyboard. And if the word right, you need to type, L on your keyboard, because the right edge of the alphabet on your keyboard. Anyway, wait a minute. Yeah, and then so same as the last one, I did this for, can I say I did this for, I can't say it. I had done this mini game for 5 minutes as well. And the third mini game was, this is hard to explain. One character appeared each time, either number or letter, like from 0 to 9, and alphabets. This time, if the current character was the same as the 2 turns before, you press the shift bar, press the space bar on your keyboard. And if it is correct, the green light turned on, in the red light if the wrong answer, the red light turned on. So I had done that mini game for 5 minutes as well. Anyway, after that, so the researcher, when he confirmed that all 4 of us had done those 3 mini games, he started to speak. He started speaking about the next experiment. So first, on the screen, there was an explanation of the example situation. I mean, you know, how can I say it? We are supposed to be in a situation. How can I say? Yeah, I want to explain this in Japanese first. Anyway, so in the experiment, we are in some exact situation. We are lost on the ocean. I got rid of the details, but we were lost. Then we were on the boat, and we have a match of boxes. We have matches of a box of matches. How can I say? You know, matches, kindled something. Anyway, we have a box of matches and other 15 items. Those 15 items are important. First, each of us, how can I say? Each of us needed to prioritized. Can I say prioritize? Yeah, we needed to prioritize those 15 items from 1 to 15. 1 is the most valuable thing. One means the most valuable things. The most valuable thing in the items. 15 is the worst. Anyway, first of all, I thought we needed to survive as long as we can, as long as we could. So I ranked water as a number 1. And the food, you know, I decided to the rules to prioritize. How can I say? Our priority is to survive. So I thought I should rank items that really means it's really hard to explain this in English. So there are 15 items. So first, like I need the criteria to decide which one is more valuable or more important. So first of all, I thought we needed to survive as long as we could. So like the food and the beverages were the first priority. And the second was to get rescue, things to get rescued. And the third, they were just redundant or something I cannot come up with how to use. The third priority. The first one, items to survive. The second one, items to get rescue. The third one were redundant or something I cannot come up with how to use. How can I say? The third one was the third one was they were redundant or something I cannot come up. Something I cannot come up with how to use でいいのか something I cannot come, yeah. Okay, let's correct so far. This is fucking difficult. Like even in English, in Japanese, it's really difficult. I should do that after this in Japanese. One day last month, I participated in the classroom. They had designated. Designated. The classroom they had designated. I went to the room. They had designated. I went to the classroom they had designated. Each table had one chair. Each table had one chair. Each chair was facing a corner of the room. We were facing away from each other. Each chair was facing a corner of the room. We sat separately. We had to sit separately. We couldn't know our faces. We couldn't see each other's faces. We couldn't see each other's faces. First, only the first. After that, we were able to face. We were able to see each other's faces. The researcher. The flow of the experiments, the procedure, yeah. The flow is also good, but the procedure of the experiment. The researcher explained how the experiment would work. The researcher explained how the experiment would work. Can I say, I did this for 5 minutes. I did this mini game for about 5 minutes. I have done this for mini games for 5 minutes. I had this mini game for about 5 minutes. I did this mini game for about 5 minutes. The screen was split down. そうだ. Split down the middle. The screen was split down the middle. A word appeared on either the left side or the right side. Appeared on either the left side or the right side. Appeared on either the left side or the right side. I hate prepositions. The only words that appeared were left and right. The only words that appeared were left and right. I'm really, I sometimes I get really lazy to make a structure of the sentence. The only words that appeared on the screen were left and right. The only words that appeared were only left and right. Focus on the meaning of the word. Just focus on the meaning of the word. You had to focus on the meaning of the word, not which side it appeared on. I hate this. I hate English. A is on the left side of the keyboard. The right edge of the alphabet on your keyboard. L is in the left side. A is on the left side. A is on the left edge. One character appeared on the screen at a time. One character appeared on the screen at a time. One character appeared on the screen at a time. It was either a number from 0 to 9 or a letter of the alphabet. Like anyway, yeah, it's okay. Just I wanna complain. Anyway, complain how I cannot do shift spacebar, shift bars, spacebar, spacebar, the spacebar. If the current character was the same as the one from 2 turns before. 何この the one from 2 turns before? I don't understand. Fuck you. I read a green light turned on. A red light turned on. If your answer was correct, a green light turned on. If your answer was wrong, a red light turned on. In the experiment, we were supposed to imagine ourselves in a specific situation. In the experiment, we were supposed to imagine. We were supposed to imagine ourselves in a specific situation. We were given a scenario where we were lost at sea. Lost at sea. We were lost at sea. Lost at sea, okay. We were lost at sea. We were lost. A box of matches. Oh, I was correct. A box of matches. A box of matches. Rank the items from 1 to 15. We needed to rank the items from 1 to 15. We had to rank those 15 items from 1 to 15. Criteria. Criterion. Criteria. I thought about my criteria for ranking the items. I couldn't think of a good use for them. Something that I couldn't think of a good use for them. My third priority was items that seemed unnecessary or items that I couldn't think of a good use for. My third priority was items that seemed unnecessary or seemed necessary or items that I couldn't think of a good use for. I couldn't think of a good use for them. I could think of a good use for. Think of a good use for. A good use for. There were items that I couldn't think of a good use for. My third priority was items that seemed unnecessary or items that I couldn't think of a good use for. I divided the items into 3 categories. Items for survival, items for rescue, and items that seemed useless or hard to use. The leftmost letter key. The leftmost? 一番左 the leftmost letter key. The leftmost letter key. The fuck? The leftmost letter key on the keyboards. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.